Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Stockman, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the noise pollution of car stereos and what teens and parents need to know before they hit the road. Let's get started. So what is noise pollution? Noise pollution is any noise that is being produced, making it hard for others to concentrate or enjoy the activities that they're doing due to noise. Examples can be, but are not limited to, airplanes, loud music, person's laugh, even lawnmowers. These are things to keep in mind, especially if you live in a residential area. So let's talk more. So how is sound measured? Sound is measured in decibels, a decibel or a dB. The A, making it a dBA, which is a decibel, the A is added to the unit, allowing us to know how many humans hear it. So let's look at some examples. Here we have a decibel measure of levels, which gives us examples of a watch ticking, all the way to a shotgun blast. So a watch ticking is faint. Probably won't really bother anyone. However, all the way up to a shotgun blast, which is considered traumatic and painful, at a 140. Just below that, we have a rock concert. Rock concert, understandably, is at a 120, because that's going to be extremely loud. Did you know that a lot of car speakers go above 140 decibels, meaning that it's louder than a shotgun blast, which can really impact people's well-being and the activities they're doing, which is why it would be considered noise pollution. Let's talk more about how it impacts you. Here's the human ear. As you can see, we have the outer ear, or what you see when you look in the mirror. We have the middle ear and the inner ear. Now, when you have music playing, it travels through your ear canal to your eardrum, okay? The eardrum starts to vibrate. When it's vibrating, it then goes all the way through to your inner ear, to your cochlea, where then it's converted to the nerve impulses and it goes to your brain. What can happen is you can end up with losing some of your hearing if you're consistently listening to loud music. It vibrates that eardrum, which if it's really loud, that booming type of music, it can rupture your eardrum, which can be fixed through surgery. Extremely painful, but it can be fixed. However, if your eardrum is not busted, it can just cause hearing loss. That cannot be repaired. It is gone. Things to keep in mind when you're playing the loud music, because while I'm sure it's cool to play the loud music, it's probably not cool to be 15 or 16 and have a hearing aid due to the loud music. So let's talk more about how it affects everyone else. So how it can impact others. The heart with the sleeve, this represents our family, friends, colleagues that we have that already have high blood pressure. So they're managing that, through diet, exercise, even medication. And the loud music could startle them, increase their blood pressure, things that we don't want to do. We have the young man in the middle here who's got a headache, he's dizzy, he's grumpy due to lack of sleep. So people work on different time schedules, have different jobs and careers. It's important to remember that, especially in residential areas, that when you're going through, some people, it might be the daytime, it might be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but some people might work night shifts, so they're sleeping so that way they can get it for their job soon. So keeping that in mind. Then we have Barbie with a lock on her head. And this symbolizes that people who have migraines that they take either prescription medication for or even over the counter, and we don't want to induce a migraine in someone because of the music. So also keeping that in mind. Another reason to keep the music down is because law enforcement might get involved. So both local police departments and sheriff's offices have the ability to enforce the law. That is their job. And usually there is a noise ordinance in place. So in your area, there's more than likely a noise ordinance. What can happen is that someone can call the law enforcement. They come out, they can measure the decibel levels of, let's say, the music that's being played. And if it is in violation, they could issue you a citation, a violation, even a court date to appear in court if it's not your first citation. So just a few things to keep in mind as parents. I'm sure you don't want to have to take off work to explain to the judge why your young person was playing loud music. I'm sure you also don't want to have to see your loved one go through surgery because of a busted eardrum. And the same thing to young people, keeping in mind that it's okay to play your loud music if you're driving down the street sometimes, but keep it in check. You don't want to end up hurting yourself in the long run. So thanks and drive safe.